If you're over 60 and you've been watching those Social Security and Medicare videos that promise you thousands of dollars in free money you never knew about, the ones with the shocked face and the giant dollar sign on the thumbnail, I need you to stop and hear this. Some of what those videos tell you is true. Some of it is wildly exaggerated, and at least one of these viral claims is the exact bait scammers are using right now to drain seniors' bank accounts. There are dozens of these videos going up every single day, almost all saying the same thing, and almost none of them stop to tell you which part is real and which part could cost you. So I will. 5 of the biggest free money claims flooding your feed. What's actually true, what's pure hype, and the one at the very end you have to be most careful about, because that one can pull money out of your pocket instead of putting it in. Let me be straight with you about what I'm doing here, because it matters. I am not telling you there's no money out there for seniors. There absolutely is. Real programs, real refunds, real benefits people leave unclaimed every day. What I'm telling you is that the way these viral videos package it is getting people hurt. They take a small, true thing, stretch it into a giant promise, slap a fake deadline on it, and a lot of good people end up either disappointed, penalized, or scammed. My whole job today is to hand you the truth on each one, so you still go get what's genuinely yours, and you don't get burned reaching for something that isn't. Here on Channel Name, I break these things down in plain English for folks over 60, and I'll always tell you the boring truth over the exciting lie. Quick disclaimer: I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm definitely not the government. I'm just the person willing to read the fine print out loud. Do me one favor before we start. If you've seen one of these free money videos in the last week, type yes in the comments. I want to know how far they've actually spread. Let me put a face on this, because it's not really about videos, it's about people. Meet Eleanor. She's 73, a retired school secretary, living alone on a fixed income. Eleanor is sharp, she's careful, and a few weeks ago, she watched one of these videos at 11 at night and very nearly did something that would have cost her. She's the reason I'm making this. Keep her in mind, because every one of these 5 claims is something Eleanor saw, and you probably have too. And let me say one thing gently, because pride keeps good people quiet. If one of these videos has already gotten you to do something, switch a plan, stop a payment, make a call, even send a little money, you are not foolish, and you are not alone. These things are built by professionals to be believed. The only real mistake is staying silent about it. So as we go through these 5, be honest with yourself about which ones nearly got you. That honesty is the whole defense. Claim number 1. Born before 1963, Social Security is withholding $22,000 from you. Claim it now. You've seen this one 100 times. Here's the truth. There's a real law behind it. The Social Security Fairness Act, signed in early 2025 dollars. And it really did send back pay to millions of people. But here's the part those videos quietly skip. It only applies to people who earned a public pension and got their Social Security cut by 2 old rules: teachers, firefighters, police officers, federal workers. If that's you or your late spouse, yes, go check, because real money may be waiting. But if you spent your career in a regular job that paid into Social Security the normal way, that $22,000 number is not sitting there with your name on it. It was never yours to claim. So the claim isn't a lie, exactly. It's a real thing aimed at a small group dressed up to look like it's for everybody. The 2 rules that got repealed even have names: the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. If you never once heard those phrases during your working life, that's usually a sign they never touched your check to begin with. Eleanor spent 30 years as a school secretary paying into Social Security the regular way. So when a caller told her she was owed that exact $22,000 and just needed to pay a small processing fee to unlock it, there were 2 lies stacked on top of each other. The payout was never hers, and the fee was the scam. She almost paid it anyway, because a video had already convinced her the money was real. Who should actually act on it? Public pension retirees. Everyone else, breathe easy and never pay anyone a fee to claim it. That part is always a scam. Claim number 2. Banks can now freeze your money after 65. This one scares people badly, and I understand why. Here's what's real. There is a rule, it comes from the financial industry's own regulator, that lets a bank or a brokerage put a temporary hold on a withdrawal when they have a reasonable suspicion that an older customer is being financially exploited, being scammed, in other words. The hold can last a few weeks while they check it out. But read that again, because the videos twist it. It is not a freeze for turning 65. It is a protection that kicks in only when they think someone is trying to trick you out of your money. It exists to stop the scammer, not to trap you. And here's the genuinely useful part nobody tells you. You can make these holds far less likely by doing two simple things. Add a trusted contact person to your accounts and give your bank a heads up before you move a large sum. Do that, and your own money keeps moving. And let me explain what a trusted contact even is, since nobody ever does. It's a person you name on your account, a son, a daughter, a close friend, who the bank is allowed to call if they're worried something's wrong. They can't touch your money. They can't make a single decision for you. They're just a phone call the bank can make before they ever slam the brakes. By law, if the bank does place one of these holds, they have to notify you and that trusted contact within 2 business days and tell you exactly why. So this isn't some silent trapdoor under your account. It's a speed bump with a phone call attached, built to catch a thief, not to cage you. Who does this matter to? Everybody with a bank account, but as a shield, not a threat. Have you seen either of those first two yourself? Type the number, 1 or 2 in the comments. I'm genuinely curious which ones are hitting your feed hardest. Claim number 3. Social Security is ending paper checks. Act now or you'll lose your check. Okay, the first half is completely true. The government is phasing out paper checks, and by the end of 2026, nearly everyone will need to receive their benefits electronically, either by direct deposit into a bank account or onto a prepaid Direct Express card. That part is real, and it's happening. But you'll lose your check is the scary lie bolted onto the true fact. You will not lose a single payment. You simply switch how it arrives, it's free, and you do it straight through the Social Security Administration, at their website, or by calling them directly. That Direct Express card, by the way, is a real government program for people who don't have or don't want a bank account. Your benefit loads onto it like a debit card, no fee to get it. So nobody is being left without a way to get paid. Here's why this one is dangerous. That manufactured panic, act now or lose everything, is exactly the pressure a scammer wants you feeling because a frightened person hands over their bank details without thinking. I've already heard about the calls people are getting. Someone claiming to be from Social Security, saying your direct deposit failed to update, and they need your bank routing and account number right this second, or your check will stop. That is not how any of this works. The agency already has your information. They will never phone you to collect it. The real move is calm and simple. If you still get a paper check, set up direct deposit through Social Security yourself, on your own schedule, before the deadline. No rush, no panic, no middleman. Who does this affect? Only the small number of seniors still getting paper checks, and even then, only to make one easy switch. Claim number 4. Seniors, stop paying property tax. You're legally exempt after 65. This is the one that can actually get you in trouble if you believe it word for word. Here's the truth underneath it. Real property tax breaks for older homeowners do exist. Exemptions, assessment freezes, deferrals, circuit breaker credits. They're worth real money, and a lot of seniors never claim them. To give you a sense of how real these are, Florida has a homestead exemption for older homeowners, Texas freezes your school taxes once you hit 65, Illinois runs a senior assessment freeze, and dozens of states offer a circuit breaker credit that hands money back when your tax bill eats too much of your income. Real programs, real dollars. But you are not automatically exempt the day you turn 65. These programs vary by state and even by county. Most of them have income limits, and almost all of them require you to file an application first. If you just stop paying your property tax because a video told you you're exempt, you can rack up penalties, interest, even a lien on your home. And a tax lien is not a small thing. Left long enough, it's how people actually lose houses they've owned free and clear for 40 years, all over a video's bad advice. That's the part that genuinely makes me angry. So the money is real, but the word exempt is doing a whole lot of dishonest work. The right action is to call your county assessor's office or look up your state's senior property tax relief and apply for what you actually qualify for. Claim it the real way. Who does this help most? Older homeowners on a fixed income, once they apply instead of just assuming. And that brings me to claim number 5. The one I told you to wait for, because this is where the real danger lives. It's not a single video. It's the pattern underneath all of them. The IRS confirms a $6,000 senior bonus. 3 phone calls add $570 a month. Claim your hidden payout before it's gone. Some of these have a kernel of truth. There is a new senior tax deduction, for instance, though it has income limits, and it's a deduction, not a check in the mail. Just so you have it straight, that deduction is worth up to $6,000 off your taxable income if you're 65 or older, but it phases out as your income climbs, and it shrinks your tax bill rather than mailing you a windfall. Useful, real, and nothing like the free 6 grand the thumbnails scream. But here's the trap, and I need you to really hear it. Scammers watch these exact same viral videos. They know seniors are now primed to believe the government is secretly holding money for them. So they call, or they email, or they text, pretending to be from Social Security, or Medicare, or the IRS. And they say they just need a little something to release your funds, a fee, a gift card, your Social Security number, your bank login, to verify you. And because a video had you half believing there's a hidden payout, it feels real. So burn this into your memory. Social Security, Medicare, and the IRS will never call you out of the blue to demand payment. They will never ask for gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. They will never threaten you with arrest, and they will never ask for your full Social Security number or your bank password over the phone. When there's a real issue, they mail you a letter. If anyone contacts you doing those things, it is a scammer. Hang up, delete it, and report it at the Social Security Inspector General's site, oig.ssa.gov. In fact, that watchdog put out a fresh warning just this year about a flood of fake emails dressed up to look like official Social Security statements. That's how active this is right now. So beyond the Inspector General, you can report these to the FTC at ftc.gov, and if money already changed hands, to the FBI's Complaint Center at ic3.gov. Reporting it is how the next senior gets the warning in time. That's the most valuable thing in this entire video. Who does this protect? Every single senior watching, because this is the one that doesn't cost you a benefit you missed. It costs you the money you already have. So let me bring it all back together, the way Eleanor finally did. Out of those 5 viral claims, here's the honest scorecard. The $22,000, real, but only for public pension retirees, not everyone. The bank freeze, real, but it's a fraud shield, not an age trap. The paper checks ending, true, but you won't lose a dime, you just switch. The property tax exemption, real savings, but you have to apply. You're not automatically exempt. And the hidden payout pattern, the doorway scammers walk through, so guard it with your life. Notice what every single one has in common. Underneath the hype, there was usually something real you could go and claim the honest way, and wrapped around it, an exaggeration or a trap that could hurt you. Both things were true at once. That's the whole game. And if you're wondering why this keeps happening, here's the ugly little reason. These videos make their money by the click, not by being right. A calm, accurate title, check whether you qualify for a property tax break. Gets ignored. A screaming one, stop paying property tax, you're exempt. Pulls a million views, so the reward runs exactly backwards from your interest. The more frightening, or the more too good to be true the promise, the more the system pays whoever made it. That isn't your fault, but it is your job to know it, because nobody who profits from the panic is ever going to stop and tell you. Here's what I want you to walk away believing. The seniors who come out of this era ahead aren't the ones who believe every exciting video, and they aren't the ones who get so scared they ignore real money they're owed. They're the ones who learn to tell the difference. That's all I'm trying to give you, the difference. The truth is slower and more boring than the thumbnail, but the truth is the only thing that actually protects you. Excitement gets the click, caution keeps your money. Pick caution every single time, and you'll be just fine. So do something that actually matters today. Send this to one person you love who's over 65, the parent, the neighbor, the friend from church who forwards you every one of these videos. This could be the message that stops them from wiring money to a stranger next month. If this was useful, a like helps me reach more seniors before the scammers do, and if you want the plain, honest version of these money stories instead of the hype, subscribe to channel name and stick with me. Then tell me down in the comments, which of these 5 claims had you fooled, even a little? Number 1 through 5, just drop the number, no shame in it. That's how we all learn. And if you want my free 1-page real versus scam checklist for spotting these claims before they cost you, type the word truth in the comments, and I'll point you to it. Stay sharp out there. The money that's really yours isn't going anywhere, and now you know how to claim it without getting played.